Here we go. This is gonna be on depression. Do you start from the beginning, middle, or end with these types of things? I don't know. I guess I'll start here. The Infinite Gloom. I guess you can say I wrote the book on depression. The book itself is a capsule to a time when I was so sad I didn't even know to do it myself. But I didn't know. Somehow it was written in the grooves and shifts caused by the sadness, stenciled in and transposed, and the infinite gloom remained. 22 years a slave. My depression is old enough to drink, fuck, and die in war. My depression graduated high school and put some time into college. My depression is older than your kids, your marriage, your beautiful life. My depression spans eras, spans decades even. My depression is the old friend who stayed in the background, guiding my hands in life like they knew better, like it was the right thing to do. My depression is a monkey on my back that covered my eyes and poked out my spine. My depression is a demon that stalked me for 22 years. High school. The bells rang every couple of minutes, but my head was elsewhere. I was a bit of a doodler in senior year, working on a comic during my quantitative analysis class. I was sad then, already for a couple of years, I would come to realize. But at that point, I was just counting the bells. When they rang, there was a passing of time, but I was stuck. The class was 3 periods long, and so I had a lot of time to think. But the ring meant that time was passing. After the second bell, I'd usually smile. Only 2 more to go. The way it all happened was a blur. The first bell, as it was a doozy. Fall from grace, fall from grace, fall from grace without the grace. It would have been much easier to just not have at all in this case, but who knew? Who knew what would befall us then? There was the fall, but it never ended. I remember the one trip where we struck chords together at night. I remember not feeling great there. I remember not belonging at all. I remember the way you looked at me and said, I don't even know how you got in. I remember the shame feelings of wanting to fall into the earth for a second, and then everything else after that. The day that it all hit. This may seem like a disjointed recollection, but it's not. These things happen in stages. First, there is recognition of a change. Then there is the denial. Then there is the acceptance. One day, you wake up and say, hey, I'm happy like all the time now. And oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Nah, but you know what? But how? But how? Nah, that's crazy. But maybe? And then you look back at the holes in your little life and wonder if they could have been filled sooner. And you look back and see it everywhere and in everything. You look back and you see yourself struggling and wonder if anyone else noticed, if anyone else could notice. But then you realize that you didn't even notice. You look back and you curse everyone who spoke to you for more than a second for not telling you, but only for a second. You look back and see the cloud constantly raining. Some days it's light and some days it's stormy, but it's always there, a veil through which the world is seen. Things unknown. You don't know what you don't know, you barely know what you do know. There are so many things to know, so how can you know what you don't know? There is a shade you can sit under, and your mistakes won't feel like blunders. But your life will be one track, and it's going to be hard to go back. And you would never know what you don't know because the time has passed, or you'll never know what you don't know even when looking through the looking glass. analyzing every step, categorizing every regret. But there's no way to go back. Nah, you'll always lack. And you'll never know what you don't know. Yeah, some things remain unknown. 22 years a slave. My depression is an old friend I don't want to see. My depression is tired. My depression is a block of time I'll never get back. My depression is a king whose rule is over. My depression was sneaky. My depression was persuasive. My depression was a silent partner in the money making scheme. My depression was the be all and all. My depression was. My depression was an old friend who I hope doesn't come over anymore. Breakthrough. This is the brightest the light has ever been. Looking around at the world, smiling where there were no smiles before. Every step is a wonder, every day is a jam. With every step the ground lights up underneath your feet, and all of a sudden, we're at the entrance to the cave. You wonder how you got here after being stuck for so many years. Had the work paid off? Is this absolution? Is this a solution? Never mind all that. You look outside for the first time in days, months, years. Time flows differently, and you think and you wonder how much of it was lost. Never mind all that. Do you trust that this is it? Then one day, you wake up, you make your coffee, you shower, you make some food, and you think, this is the happiest I've ever been in my fucking life. It's like coming out of a cave, bathing the light, the warmth on your skin. You don't know how long you've been. You don't know how you got here. You don't know who you are really anymore. But you know things are gonna get better. Finally, you walk to the end of the tunnel. There's a single beam of light. That's how you know. The light broke through. Why can't you? With every breath, more light pours in, chiseling away for days, months, years. Who can know, but the light keeps you going until you can feel it against your face, and then the whole thing crumbles. And then you are, and there you are at the beginning of a new story.